Hello. Today I want to talk about a little bit of vocabulary, and I want you to look at this picture. Some of you may know what it is. Do you think you have one of these in your body? If you answered yes, you are correct. This is a vertebrate or a spine, and these are bones, and it connects from the base of your skull that protects your brain, and these are actually your hip bones. There's some formal names for it, but you will know them by that. So this is your spine or your backbone, and that's going to be very, very important in the today and tomorrow's lesson. So scientists classify animals whether they have a backbone or they don't. Animals that have a backbone are called vertebrates. Many animals like dogs and cats and hippos and fish and birds and squirrels, and even snakes have backbones, so they are vertebrates. But then we have another group called invertebrates. Invertebrates are animals that do not have a backbone, and those are animals like crustaceans, like crabs and lobsters, also animals that are insects or spiders. Lots of sea animals like octopus or jellyfish. They're kind of squishy. They don't have a backbone. So here's some additional vocabulary. A column is a set of objects arranged in a vertical or up and down arrangement or a supporting base. So that spine here, this is a column. These are columns, and you actually make columns in math, rows and columns to make an array. An exoskeleton is another important word, and many of you probably already know this word. If you've ever accidentally stepped on a bug and it went crunch, you just cracked its exoskeleton. So it's the tough, rigid outer covering that invertebrate animals have for protection and keep their bodies from drying out. The other word is nerves, which is parts of the body that send messages to and from the brain through the spinal cord. So our nerves here, actually, let's say that I bumped my arm. I was cooking and I touched my elbow on something hot. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to pull away. My brain's going to tell me to move my arm because I don't want to continue to get burnt. So we have nerves throughout our body that then send those signals to the brain. Okay, so the next thing I want to tell you about is our lesson today. And you are going to go to Chapter 3 in Rattenborough's Guide to Animals. You can use your book form, or you can go on the Orange Amplify app in Clever and hit 3rd grade, Unit 2, Rattenborough's Guide to Animals, and go to Chapter 3. You can listen to the text as well. I'm going to show you how you're going to do your lesson today. So right here, your lesson says to make a T-chart. To make a T-chart on a piece of paper as you read, list information about vertebrates and invertebrates in your T-chart. So that's exactly what we're going to do. You're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to make a line all the way from the top to the bottom. On one side, I want you to write vertebrate. On the other side, I want you to write invertebrate at the top of the paper. Then as we read, we're going to use a bulleted list, little dots, which are a nonfiction text feature as well. And we are going to make a list of important information that we find if they talk about a certain animal as a vertebrate, you're going to list that. If they talk about a characteristic or a definition of a vertebrate, we're going to list that. You're going to use this T-chart tomorrow as well. But today, when you're done with Chapter 3 and you're done with your T-chart, you're going to have an opportunity to present it on Flipgrid. And if you do it like this, your information will all be very organized neatly. So I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do this. So I've already pre-read this page, and to save time, This page talks about, well, Rettenborough here again. You have learned that scientists who study the animal kingdom classify animals into different groups based on different characteristics. Some characteristics scientists study are what makes up the animal's skin, such as hair or scales, whether animals give birth to live babies or lay eggs, whether mothers feed their babies milk from their own bodies, whether animals are warm-blooded or cold-blooded. They don't say anything about vertebrates or invertebrates there. And then, of course, I'm going to look at my photograph and read my caption. My caption says, scientists classify living things by different characteristics, such as what is on their skin, if they lay eggs or have live babies, how they feed their babies, and whether they are warm-blooded and cold-blooded. So basically, the caption repeats what's on the page, and it is not about vertebrates or invertebrates. Look at this photograph. So this is actually in our human body. Humans have a backbone and are classified as vertebrates. Haha! I am going to add that to my T-chart. Humans, because that is a vertebrate. But I'm going to go back to my text. Another key characteristic that scientists study is whether animals have a backbone. Animals that have a backbone are called vertebrates. Ooh, right there. Definition. I'm going to write animals that have a backbone because it says they are vertebrates. So I would keep reading 22, 24, 25, and then I am done because then I am done with chapter 3. So when you are done with your T-chart and you're done with your reading today, you're going to present this on Flipgrid. Save your T-chart in a very safe place, and then tomorrow you're going to add to it during your read aloud. I can't wait to see your T-charts.